we go again. Zack Snyder made a huge move just one day after he declared on Instagram, "I am just getting started." After causing whirlwinds of controversy this past month, Zack Snyder liked a post on Instagram which was seen all around the internet. He liked an image on Instagram illustrating Man of Steel's perceived box office superiority over James Gunn's Superman. A directorial measuring contest, to say the least. Now, I just did a video recapping the feud between James Gunn and Zack Snyder, so make sure you check that out if you haven't or if you're not caught up already. Now look, it's possible Zack Snyder did not know likes are visible on Instagram, but clearly he's okay with comparing his film with James Gunn's. And you know what they say, there are no coincidences, not to mention there's been a shit ton of them adding up this month. Zack Snyder is an absolute elite when it comes to messaging. As I've said before, he's a writer, he's a director, he's a screenwriter, he's a producer, he's an editor, he's a promoter. He knows how to craft a message. The viral graphic that Zack Snyder engaged with focused on tickets sold, not just raw dollars. It claimed Man of Steel sold roughly 82 million tickets versus 36 million tickets for James Gunn's Superman, which is in the ballpark of what box office analysts are quoting when they adjust for attendance and inflation. Now, that doesn't keep in mind a completely different movie landscape. Superman is the #1 superhero project of 2025, despite a Captain America sequel featuring a Red Hulk, Thunderbolts, which was critically acclaimed, and a long-awaited Fantastic Four. Zack Snyder knows his fan base has never been more excited. They view the potential merger as an opportunity for the new overarching studio to demand Warner Brothers and DC to greenlight Snyderverse projects. They are looking for Justice League 2, Justice League 3, Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie where Deathstroke is the antagonist, Man of Steel 2, and even Black Adam versus Superman. Now, my personal thoughts on the subject is pretty clear. If there is genuine support for a multiversal project, and there seems to be room for box office success, then why not? For example, Spider-Man 4, directed by Sam Raimi, featuring Tobey Maguire, I know would be a major box office hit. And if the studios can genuinely measure real momentum for Justice League 2, Justice League 3, and the other DCEU projects, then sure, you're not going to see me complain about an Elseworlds project being greenlit. But what I do think is in bad taste is writing off everything in the DCU just because you support Restore the Snyderverse. For example, this past year, many in the movement have written off the upcoming Supergirl movie, even though James Gunn is not writing it, he's not directing it, he didn't edit it, he didn't produce it, he's not involved in the project. Yet, despite us not seeing a trailer, a teaser, even an official photo, many have written it off completely. That's not acceptable. That's Logan Paul level ethics. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you follow this page. Now, whether or not you like James Gunn's Superman, it's hard to contend with the fact the majority of the audience enjoyed it. James Gunn's Superman is sitting in the mid-80s with critics on Rotten Tomatoes and around 90% or higher with a verified audience score. And it opened with an A- cinema score from paying moviegoers, all which signal a strong word of mouth. Now look, tension is at an all-time high among the DC fandom with this upcoming pending merger with an unknown studio. And trust me, things are only going to get crazier. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments.